crunch time certainly out there. While the Lakers are looking to hold on to that 3 seed, they're going to take on the Mavericks tonight at 7:30 Eastern on ESPN. That is Luka Doncic's return to Dallas, a day that every fan has marked on their calendar since he was traded from Dallas to the Lakers early in February. So, Monica, Windy, joining us now to talk Luka. What does Luka have to? What does Luka have to show tonight? And I'm sorry, I'm flustered. I can't believe how big this game is.
It's a huge game.
What does Luka have to show tonight in his return to Dallas?
So I think this would be juicier if the Mavs were a contending team. Contending, obviously, for those spots in the postseason, I should clarify. Look, the Lakers need every game. Wendy just demonstrated how disastrous the loss for the Wolves was last night in terms of giving up that 24-point lead. The margin between 3 and 8 is literally a game. Like, they need every game. So not only do I expect the Lakers to go in with a level of focus, I also expect Luka to play well. Sure, there are emotions involved in this one. But I might add, coming off of getting ejected last night, he might be especially mindful of the extra chatter. And of course, again, at the top of the scouting report is how important this game is in terms of their postseason hopes. Because what better way to stick it to Dallas, if that is Luka's goal at all, than to actually go and win with the Los Angeles Lakers?
Wendy, what are you looking for out of Luka tonight?
I'm not sure what we're going to get. And I don't think Luka is either, because this is a guy who thrives on edge and negativity. He wants to curse out the refs. He wants to curse out the opposing fans. He wants to curse out the opposing bench. He's going to come in to the American Airlines Center tonight and get one giant hug from 20,000 fans. They're going to love him. And so I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we're going to get from him. The other thing is, Monica points out, they can't just hand him the ball and say, try to score 50. This is a vital game for the Lakers after they lost last night. They do not have home court in the first round locked in yet. They need 2 more victories. And they are a very average road team, and they are an awesome home team. So they got to do what they got to do tonight. And if that means Austin Reeves ends up scoring 35 to win, fine. Luka did not play with a lot of emotion against the Mavericks a couple of weeks ago. It was a little bit in the first quarter, and then it was sort of a flat performance from him. I think he will try to play with more emotion, but he can't focus on that tonight. The stakes are too dramatic. The Mavericks also have something to play for. They're trying to get home court in the play-in. The Sacramento Kings clinched a play-in spot last night. The Mavericks haven't quite done it yet. They're on the verge, but they're still playing for something as well.
I like it. We'll see if Luka can fight through the positivity and have a big game tonight. Bring in
That's crazy.
Lewis and Swagoo. Like, this is, I mean, you buy the idea of a revenge game? Is that a real thing?
Yeah. Look, these guys are human beings. I don't care how much money he makes. I don't care how much the people cheer for him. Look, Luka's issue never was apparently, with the fans and the way he was received there. I mean, he was revered there. I mean, there are people burning jerseys. There's death threats. There's all kinds of ridiculous actions, being undertaken by the fan base there against the powers that be in Dallas and the people who are responsible for him not being there. His gripe is not with them. It's with the people who make the decisions there. It's with the team. It's the fact that I'm not there anymore. And now he's going back to his old place, his old arena, in front of his fans. Yeah, they're going to be cheering him on. And if I'm him, and I think like most alpha competitors, they would sit there and look at the bench say, see, they still love me. They still love me here, and this is why they love me, what I'm about to do to you. And see, those kind of personal grievances to me in sports, I love that kind of stuff.
How did I
absolutely love that kind of stuff.
Love that.
Because you know what? I played with guys who have had those kind of grievances when they've gone up against former teams, and I see the look that they have in their eye, and I'm like, this is going to be good, and I'm here for it. And I've actually, and I've felt that in different ways. And I mean, nothing even close to resembling what Luka has gone through. But it always gives you an extra boost, always.
Swagoo, you fired up for this one?
You going to the game, Swagoo?
Yeah.
I'm not going to the game tonight. I got a banquet for my son. But I will say this. I hope Luka go for 50 and 20. And it has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with this fan base. You all mentioned it, how much Luka was revered here and still is. And I'm like, this Mavs organization, especially people that don't know, I have a great relationship with a lot of people within this organization. I go to the games. They sit me courtside. I've been able to watch Luka live and in direct color, and I know how good this dude is. But I also know that he was the absolute heartbeat of the Dallas Mavericks. And Luka was not treated well on his way out of Dallas. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care about the business of the NBA. People get traded. Lou and I played in the NFL. We know that. People get traded, and that's a part of the business. But the way he was talked about, the way it was talked about why he was traded from Dallas, fitness, all of these things. I didn't hear none of that crap when he was leading them to the finals and he was averaging a triple-double in playoff series and carrying this team and carrying the load. He should have a personal vendetta against this new ownership group in Dallas, the way that he was ousted. So I hope he has a phenomenal game. I hope he plays well, and I hope he reminds everybody of what it was when he was here in Dallas. With that being said, Wendy made the greatest point. This is a very important game for the Lakers. They need to win the game, but one thing I disagree with on, I think he can have 50 and 20, and they win the game and be in a great position to do what they do in the playoffs. I hope it happens for him.
Garage, since Greeny's not here, I think Swagoo dropped the hammer on that.
I don't know if we're allowed to do that with Greeny not here.
It's fine. It's fine.
Right, it's good.
Blame it on me.
If you say so.
Fitness, all of these things. I didn't hear none of that crap when he was leading them to the finals and he was averaging a triple-double in playoff series and carrying this team and carrying the load. He should have a personal vendetta against this new ownership group in Dallas, the way that he was ousted. So I hope he has a phenomenal game. I hope he plays well, and I hope he reminds everybody of what it was when he was here in Dallas. With that being said, Wendy made the greatest point. This is a very important game for the Lakers. They need to win the game, but one thing I disagree with on, I think he can have 50 and 20, and they win the game and be in a great position to do what they do in the playoffs. I hope it happens for him.
Garage, since Greeny's not here, I think Swagoo dropped the hammer on that.
Columbus High School in the national championship out of Chipotle Nationals, a great event. But I'm super proud of him. Really good basketball player, a lot better than I was at 15 and 16 years old. The future is bright, and I look forward to seeing his progression as we go. But he gets all of this from his mother, who was the 7th overall pick in the WNBA draft for the Washington Mystics. So let's not get it twisted where the real hooping come from. My wife actually was a pro basketball player.
Credit where it is due. And we'll obviously follow Marcus Spears Jr.'s career very closely moving forward. Welcome back to Get Up. We are coming to you live from above the Heineken River Deck at Pier 17. We turn the hour, and we got some NBA to talk about because the Lakers visited the Thunder last night after beating them by 27 points on Sunday. The rematch could clinch the Lakers a playoff spot. So let's pick it up with 9 minutes left in the third quarter, Monica. Lakers down 84-77. That's LeBron burying the three.
Now, mind you, the Lakers beat the Thunder pretty badly in the first game of this back-to-back, well, not back-to-back, of this little mini-series, you'll call it.
That was Luka from the logo getting the three to fall, put the Lakers up by 2. 2 minutes left in the third. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with a step-back three, just what we've become used to from him. Under 8 minutes to go in the fourth. Here's where the game kind of turned. Lakers down by a point. Doncic sinks the floater for the lead, but watch what happens after this. He turns around, says some words in the direction of the ref, and he gets a technical. It's his second technical of the night. He can't believe it. He says he was talking to a fan. Look at it again. Like he's barking. The referee thought he was talking to him, tees him up, throws him out of the game. His pleas fall on deaf ears, and then the Lakers kind of fell apart after that. Just over 6 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Thunder now leading 114-112. Gilgeous-Alexander sinks one from deep, putting the Thunder up by 5. Just over 3 minutes remaining in regulation. Now Thunder up 124-115. Gilgeous-Alexander gets another one to go. He had 42 points. Typical, Tuesday night for him?
Yeah, man, his 13th 40-point game of the season.
Here's Luka.
Yeah, I mean, you can see it that happened, but, I never got a fan ejected, never. But if he's going to talk, I'm going to talk back like always. So that had nothing to do with the ref, so I didn't really understand. I mean, it was tough. I mean, we were right there. I think we fought the whole game. We were down 8 at halftime. We came back in the third quarter. We were fighting, man. So it was tough to see that with this kind of situation that happened. And, that's on me too, so I can't let my team down like that.
All right, so joined again by Monica McNutt and Brian Windhorst. Windy, look, I mean, I feel like he kind of encapsulated it there in his comments. Like, it probably wasn't a fair ejection, but his reputation precedes him, no?
Excuse me, sir, I was not cursing you, and I was cursing out this gentleman over here. Please accept my apologies. Yes, very clearly it seems that the official mistook Luka's cursing for the courtside fan, which